Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So here's a deck profile update for you guys today. Just to start things off big with this month, I decided to go with Blue Eyes. I haven't touched Blue Eyes since April, since we first got into the new Master Rule. But actually, I've been trying to figure out like how I wanted to go about building Blue Eyes now, because like now we're kind of in a Numeron format for this next month for sure, at least until like we'll know for a fact if Zexal's going to get banned in the next ban list, which honestly, in my opinion, I think he will be. But yeah, I wanted to see like how could I possibly make Blue Eyes good against this format, because Eldritch is still a thing, Emancipator is still a thing, and now we got Numeron decks going around. We got Eldritch Numeron, Guru Control Numeron, which I played myself actually. I'll get that deck profile out later, but for today I mainly wanted to focus on Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes actually has a lot of potential with it, especially because it can span out rank 8s. It's really good at synchro summoning. I wanted to put together a fusion build, but I figured it wasn't going to be powerful enough, so yeah, I decided not to go that route. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what I got this time around, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the decisions I made. And like I said, this was tricky to put together, but I think I finally figured out how I wanted to go about it. So starting off with the main deck, of course, 40 cards, 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Literally your most important card. He's a normal monster, so thankfully he can't be negated, so you don't have to worry about cards like Widow Anchor and all that good stuff. But really good, powerful beats deck, especially for a vanilla, so yeah. I'm only running 2 copies of Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon this time around, simply because you can only special summon him once per turn through his effect, so yeah, that's the only reason I'm cutting it down to 2. And plus, like, I'm trying to run other combo pieces, and sometimes if I have like one too many copies of Alternative, it could be a dead card in my hand, so that's why I'm only running the 2. But maybe eventually I'll run the 3rd again, but for right now I think 2 is more than enough. I'm still running 1 Dragon Spirit of White. This is mainly to deal with back row, and plus it's not once per turn, so yeah. 3 copies of Sage. Sage is also important because it searches out your level 1 Light Dragon attribute tuners, and also can search out your effect Veiler too. So yeah, Sage with Eyes of Blue, definitely an amazing card. And plus it also has an ability to bring out your Blue Eyes White Dragon. So yeah, Sage with Eyes of Blue, I definitely would recommend it at 3. You can probably get away with 2. Honestly, I've done this before. I sometimes go back to 2, sometimes I go to 3. It's all about format. It's really like it has to be like format specific. 2 White Stone of Ancients. I don't think you need 3, since the Blue Eyes engine, you're mainly only going to be focusing on the originals. So yeah, like I think 2 is more than enough. The 1 White Stone of Legend also, you can search this out through Sage as well. It also has some nice synergy with Melody of the Awakening Dragon or Cards of Continents, just to get you an additional +1. So yeah. Moving on to the side engines, 2 copies of Nebula Dragon. I was only running 1, but I decided to bump it up to 2 now because I do want to see this kind of in my opening hand. You can reveal 1 other level 8 dragon from your hand, especially summon this card in defense mode and the other monster as well. And but their effects are going to be, well, the effects of the other card's going to be negated, but honestly at that point it doesn't even matter. You're mainly just going to use it for rank 8 spam. But if you use this card's effect, you can only normal or special summon monsters for the rest of the turn that are light and dark dragon monsters, so just be careful on how you use it. But another cool thing about this dragon is that you can banish it from the graveyard, target 1 level 4 light or dark dragon monster in your grave. Now of course it's specific on level 4 if you want to play like other level 4 monsters, and you can add that monster back to your hand. So it's really good if you want to play like the full chaos engine, like the little dragons. But since I'm not running guard dragons, which I forgot to mention, I don't feel the need to use that. I mainly just use it for, again, just for rank 8 spam. 1 Galactic Spiral Dragon. It's a really good extender piece, and plus when it's summoned, all other dragons become level 8, so yeah, not too bad. The only Chaos monsters I actually am running are Chaos Emperor Dragon, or not Chaos Emperor, but Chaos Emperor the Dragon of Armageddon, not Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy at the end. Just pulled this if y'all saw my post. Really an amazing card, in fact a much better version of the original Chaos Emperor. So same thing, you pay half your life points instead of 1,000 life points like before. Send all cards on the field except in the extra monster zone, and also the cards in your hand, by the way, too. And they all go to the graveyard, and you inflict damage to your opponent for each card that was sent to his graveyard. So just keep that in mind. And also, when this card leaves the field, it goes back to the bottom of the deck. So it doesn't go to your pendulum, to your extra monster zone. I'm sorry, so you don't have to worry about that. Or not extra monster zone. Dang it, I can't talk today. The extra deck zone, so don't worry about that. You'll still be able to get this back. Plus it's searchable through Melody, so that's also really cool. So it's just like a secondary win condition if you really need to go that route, but generally, yeah, it's a good extender. Level 8, why not? Next 1 Chaos Dragon Levianeer, needs no explanation. Just for giggles really. 1 Dragon Buster. just lock out your opponent from your extra deck, since, since I am running Union Courier, and of course Jet Synchron. I had to find a new card that basically replaces Globe Bulb, and you know what? I realized that Jet Synchron is that card, so yeah, Jet Synchron definitely a great card to run in this deck. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. Well, for the main combo pieces at least. Now we're moving on hand traps. Hand traps is going to be 2 copies of Impermanence. I was tempted to run 3, but I didn't have the room in the deck, so yeah, 2 should be fine. 1 Ash Blossom and 1 Effect Veil. As I mentioned, it's searchable through Sage, so yeah, I think 1 is more than enough. And since I'm running Impermanence anyway, yeah, I figured that's the best way to go about it. Alright, now moving on to spells. 3 Melody, surges out all your Blue Eyes and even your Chaos monsters. 3 Trade-In, just to get some draw power. 3 Return of the Dragon Lords, pretty standard. I'm running 2 Dragon Shrine and a Foolish Burial, so basically I'm playing 3 copies of Shrine, really. For the 1-ofs, Cards of Continents, 1 for 1, and of course Monster Reborn. And the only other trap I'm running in the deck is Skill Drain. If I can't get the board I usually want, Skill Drain is another card to draw into, especially if you bring it out through Trade-In. Yeah, it becomes nuts, because against the Numeron decks, at that point Zexal's not going to do anything because Skill Drain is a lingering effect. So if you pull this off during your opponent's standby phase, yeah, you're pretty much all set there. And like I said, with Blue Eyes White Dragon anyway, you can do enough damage with that. I took out the Ultimate Creature of Destruction. I felt like they weren't really needed, and half the time I never saw them, surprisingly, even though I was running that card at 2. So, but maybe in the Fusion build, I'll try running it. All right. So now for the Link monsters, starting off with Valky Firebrax. If you don't have access to this, you could actually run Romulus instead, just to get you a Dragon Ravine and Tempest into the grave. So yeah, that's another good way to go about it. I just use this to bring out my Jet Synchron or any of my other tuners, like the Stones have already opened up with Jet Synchron. Because honestly, I forgot to mention one thing. Jet Synchron never really feels like a brick in my deck, because even if I opened up with it, I could easily discard it with Melody of the Awakening Dragon. So Valky Firebrax is very universal with this deck and has so much synergy, even with the cards that you could end up potentially drawing into. 1 Union Carrier needs no explanation. Everyone already knows what this does. 1 Hieratic Seal. 1 Link Reboot. 1 Saryuja, just for more draw power. It's really easy to get 4 monsters out on the field with different names. Like I said, just watch out for the Nebula Dragon restrictions, since Saryuja is an Earth monster, not a Dark monster. So, and most people would often get fooled by his appearance. For Synchros, 2 Spirit Dragons, 1 Silver Dragon, Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, and like I said, Jet Synchron just feels like another copy of Globe Bulb at this point, so I'm running Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So no Ultimate Azokan this time around. I don't feel like I needed to run it this time, so yeah. Alright, so for the Xyz monsters though, this is going to be kind of interesting. Well, for sure you're going to be playing number 38. This is still standard, negate spells. 1 number 90 for negations also. I'm bringing back my Dragoblion, as well as my Numeron Dragon. So Numeron Dragon is mainly a going second card. If I want to try to go for that OTK, use the Dragoblion combo to reveal number 100 and number 38. Make Numeron Dragon the only monster to attack, and it gets really big too, so yeah. Now this is an interesting choice, and I feel like this was politically correct. I regret taking out Twin Burst Dragon for this, but I think for this format it's right. I'm running the 1 Zexal. I don't actually summon this card, just keep it in mind. You'll see why I'm running this in just a moment, so you'll see my reasoning for Zexal. So for the side deck, 3 copies in Nibiru, because again, we are going to be in a Numeron format. You need to stop that deck as soon as possible. 3 Ghost Reapers. So this is actually why I'm running Zexal. So you don't summon it yourself, you just mainly use it to get rid of it in case you encounter one of these Numeron decks. So Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries could be the card that could save you, as well as Nibiru. So I think these 2 cards are definitely needed. 3 DD Crow, this is really good against the Eldritch. For any other Synchro deck, Dark Ruler No More. For back row, Twin Twisters, and the card that always throws people off is Raigeki. And this is actually the original Legend of the Blue Eyes printing, so really happy I own one of these. So yeah, well, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys again next time.